Do a barrel roll.
Welcome to the Now. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Mica Burton.
We're barely a week and a half into 2017. We've already got ourselves a good old-fashioned video game book controversy.
Yay!
Although this one, unlike some other ones that we might mention, seems to be totally made up. Maybe?
Thank you, video games, for always giving us important issues to talk about. The latest buttgate is actually more of a butthole gate.
That makes it distinct.
It makes it so distinct, which got its start from Platinum Games' upcoming action RPG, NieR Automata, or Automata, whichever one you prefer.
So yesterday we were talking about Platinum's canceled Xbox exclusive Scalebound,
Rip.
and today we're talking about buttholes in their PS4 exclusive.
Yeah, we are.
Totally different games, totally different problems, same developer. This is our job.
They'd probably rather have more butthole problems than canceled game problems, so now for a little bit of background. If you've somehow missed out on the cornhole controversy, it started a couple of weeks ago with the release of the demo for NieR Automata by Square Enix and Platinum Games.
So far, the demo is being received really, really well until a particular image began showing up online, and that image is of the main character, the female android 2B, or more specifically, an upskirt image showing 2B's butthole.
Yeah. Well, her alleged butthole. But it's all a little bit murky. The first image appeared on Twitter right at the ass end of 2016, with a bit of back and forth ensuing over the next few days about whether or not it's actually real.
Some people were specifically upset about the starfish itself, while others were upset about the fact that users can capture gratuitous butt shots just in general. One thing most seem to agree on, though, and that's that 2B sure has a nice one.
It's true. All the arguing caused other users to go in and take even more butt shots just to prove that the first image was photoshopped.
So the consensus now is that generally it was a misunderstanding or a fake image in the first place. It was photoshopped, basically, and all the insanity was for nothing, although quite a few users on Twitter and Reddit still maintain that it's real.
I'd like to think that it's real. I'd like to think there's a butthole rendered out somewhere.
I don't know, the shading, the fact that that would have been someone's job, like they went into work that day, they sat down in their cubicle and started like photoshopping in like butthole fade.
But after weeks of screenshots, fan art, and being the butt of a lot of internet memes, NieR's director has finally weighed in on the controversy, and he asked for the internet's assistance.
Platinum Games' Taro Yoko, perhaps misunderstanding the entire internet, tweeted that 2B's butt boom resulted in a lot of art.
Oh.
So to speak. So much, in fact, that he couldn't gather it all together himself very easily. So, would the internet please be so kind as to send it all to him in a zip file?
And send them, the internet did. Yoko later tweeted that the internet more than answered the call, adding that the internet is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So if you're ever in need of zip files full of assholes and wondered whether or not the internet would deliver, well, now you got your answer.
That's like that was up for debate. Interestingly enough, he said quite a few of those replies were in English, so clearly he underestimated the West's love of all things related to butts.
Really? Whether he wanted the shots to be for research, or just because he thought it was fucking funny, we'll never really know. Either way, it seems like he's in pretty good spirits over the whole thing, despite having gotten an inbox full of 2B's assholes.
Well, NieR's butt controversy was entirely unintentional, except for probably the one guy who photoshopped it. It also comes right on the heels of another game that actually did feature some surprising anatomical inclusions, and that, of course, was Ubisoft's Watch Dogs 2. Remember that?
I forgot about that one. That happened after one user found a fully rendered vagina on one of the female models in the game and shared it to PSN via their screen share feature. So sharing this rendered vagina got him banned from using the PSN share service. Other players found digital dongs and a naked hula hooper in the game as well.
Nice.
I feel like hula hooping naked is dangerous.
It probably would be. After the community uproar, Sony rescinded the PSN ban, and Ubisoft said in a statement that they would be patching the vagina in question out of the game completely. But here's the thing, they'd still leave the dongs, which feels a little unfair. I mean, I guess it's like unfair in the favor of ladies who just want to look at dongs, but still, come on, it's not quite even.
That's hardly equal. And of course, last year also brought us a different kind of butt controversy in the form of Overwatch's sexy tracer pose. Users, or one user in particular, complained the pose was much too sexy to fit Tracer's happy, chipper character.
You know how that story usually goes down now. Other people on Blizzard's forum argued about whether or not the complaints were legitimate. Blizzard eventually stepped in, said they were going to remove the pose from the game altogether, that they had been considering it in any case because they weren't sure that it fit her personality and so on. And then we ended up with a full-on Vargas pinup pose instead, which honestly is really cute.
It's so cute.
Happy ending there.
And those are just some of the more recent controversies when it comes to video games and naughty bits, which is, not so surprisingly, a pretty long list.
One of the bigger examples is Beyond Two Souls, which featured a shower scene with main character Jodie, who is voiced and motion captured by actress Ellen Page. The camera never actually showed any of Jodie's bathing suit area during the scene, but players who had debug or developer PS3s could manipulate the scene to see more of that model.
Oh yeah, fly on the wall mods.
Honestly, this seems like an awful lot of work.
Page never posed nude for the game, but that didn't stop developer Quantum Dream from making a fully nude model of the character herself. So in a weird way, it led to nude footage of the actress being leaked online?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like is this like the video game equivalent of like photoshopping someone's head onto a naked body?
Kind of, and then also kind of like the cloud leaks all at once. It's like,
weird.
Where's the line?
Now, when Sony was in the middle of that huge email hack fiasco, it was discovered that Page explored legal action against the company and Quantic Dream over the images appearing online because Quantic Dream didn't have her consent to appear nude in the game.
So apparently, video game naughty bit controversies happen in a variety of forms, because truly, this is one of entertainment's most diverse and mature mediums.
Or people just love pixelated genitals, butts, buttholes, you name it. NieR Automata may have been the first butt controversy of 2017, real or not, but it certainly won't be the last one we see throughout the year, if we're lucky.
Absolutely not. We could probably expect more developers to hide more stuff in their games that they thought we'd never see, or more fans to Photoshop fake pictures of what they really want to see, or more people using fly in the cam mods to go up people's skirts.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the alleged video game buttholes of NieR Automata and the developer asking the internet for zip files of butt art? Let us know in the comments.
For future update on the weird side of video games and more buttholes.
My favorite side of video games, really.
Like this video and subscribe to the know. Do you know what I like about 2B though? If you zoom in on her thighs, she had that little pudge from like having the stocking on.
Yeah.
It's super cute. You just want to poke her little thigh.
That seems unrobotic.
It's true. They made her like a real girl with a real butthole.
I'm a real girl. You don't want to be a real girl. Real boy, maybe.
No, real girl.
Sure you want to be a real girl.